Navigating life in the UK as an immigrant can be a little bit challenging. Trust me, I've been in the UK for, by February, it's going to clock 4 years since I came into the UK. And to be honest with you, being able to navigate through, living in the UK as an immigrant to, starting from working as a warehouse operative to finally working professionally as a senior data analyst, trust me, every step all the way came with, me having access to the right information, and which is the major reason why I started this channel in 2021, just to make sure that the adequate information that I had that led me to where I am in the UK at the moment is being shared with people so that people also have that level of access to to information. Starting from getting into my master's program, graduating with a first class honors. Getting into put my professional work as a data analyst, getting married, buying my first house, buying my first car, and all of those processes actually came because I was able to access the right information and I was able to run with some of this information I had access to. So that's why in this video, I'm going to share with you guys some of the things I've learned navigating my life through living in the UK and some of the things that you should definitely put into practice to ensure that you get the best out of living in the United Kingdom as an immigrant. So if you're coming to the UK and you're struggling in a way, or you have someone who is struggling and it seems things are not really working out, then you should want to stick to this video to the end. And if you're coming across my channel for the very first time, do well to hit on the subscribe button to join the amazing growing family. And by returning subscribers, you guys are amazing. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Hey guys, are you an international student in the UK or you're planning to move into the UK in 2024-2025 and you're looking for accommodation, then you want to check out AmberStudent. AmberStudent provides accommodation to international students close to their universities. Now, AmberStudent has got over 1 million beds across over 250 cities in the UK and outside the United Kingdom. So what are you waiting for? They've got accommodation close to over 800 universities. Some of the benefits of getting your accommodation with AmberStudent include fast and easy booking, price guarantee, 100% verified listing, and you also get a one-to-one expert assistance on your journey to getting your dream accommodation in the United Kingdom. So what are you waiting for? To get started, click on the link in the description of this video or on my bio to register your interest for an accommodation of your choice, looking at the different verified listing on their website. And the interesting thing is that you get a £50 cash back if you get your accommodation with my referral link. So what are you waiting for? Go to the description of this video, use the referral link and get your accommodation sorted without any hassle. Trust me, AmberStudent is definitely your plug for your next accommodation. One of the major things I wish I got sorted early enough when I first got into the UK is getting my UK driver's license sorted. Now, for me, I didn't get my UK driver's license until I think August last year, and that was roughly over 2 years after I moved into the UK before I finally got the driver's license sorted. And the reason for this is because if you recently got your full license, it means that you're going to be paying a whole lot of money on your car insurance. So if you've had your insurance, even though you have no plan of buying a car soon, if you can, please try and get that driver's license sorted as quick as possible. Because I think that's one of the mistakes I made, and I had to pay for it dearly. And I know so many people watching this video also made the same mistake. So if you recently moved into the UK, even if you're not planning to buy a car, get that UK driver's license sorted. So for me, I wrote my theory test, I wrote my practical test once. I didn't rewrite any of them. And even though I wrote this once, I had friends that took them 4 or 5 attempts before they passed their test. So one thing I would definitely say is that if you're looking at applying for, or if you're looking at writing your theory test soon, then you should want to check out this particular app. I think I paid about £5 for that app, and yeah, it's an official DVLA test. What's it called? Preparation app that you can use to prepare for your test, and I did, and it helped. I scored the pass mark for the theory test on first attempt. And when I got into the practical test, it was a bit challenging for me because I'd never really driven in Nigeria before I came into the UK. And I think people have that perception that yes, if you have never driven in your home country, it means that you have nothing to unlearn and relearn. So for me, I'd never driven. So, but I was still able to pass my practical test on just the first attempt. So I think, yeah, it's something that is really important for you to sort out. And the major reason for that is, aside from the fact that, it helps you if you've, so one of my friends, what he did was, when we came in 2021, by 2022, he already got, I think, late 2021, early 2022, he already got his full license sorted, but he never drove until 2023. So by the time he bought his first car in 2023, he already had like a record of 2 years. So he has had a full license for 2 years already. So he had a better insurance deal than I did because I bought my car almost immediately after I passed. So it was like, oh, you just got your full license, and I was a high risk driver compared to him that in quotes he had a license for over 2 years. I don't know if that makes sense. So yeah, it's really important to ensure that you get a license sorted as quick as possible. Now, another thing I got to learn, on my journey living in the UK, and I think not just from my own journey alone, from the journey of so many people I've spoken with, so many friends that I've got in the UK that are doing very well, is making sure you surround yourself with the right information and the right people. Trust me, in the UK, if you don't have the right information, it becomes difficult to access things that you actually are eligible for. Now, one of the things I learned with having the right people around me was, the idea of getting into investing in properties. Now, when I was running up my master's program, the kind of people I had in my circle were people who already bought their house in the UK, and having those people around me, having that exposure, having that conversations with those people really helped me in wanting to really invest in properties, and people that aside from having their own residential house, they also have some of the properties that they've bought, for rental purposes. And it's just a way of you building up your financial portfolio, your property portfolio in the UK and making as much, as you can here in the United Kingdom as an immigrant. So there are lots of opportunities in that regard. Now, the other thing I also got to learn a lot was around getting into a professional job. The truth is that many immigrants in the UK are underemployed. That's the truth. So many of us left our own country doing fantastic jobs. I was telling a friend a couple of days ago, we're just like having a gist, and we just had a conversation about when we were both working in the warehouse, and this person was a surgeon back in Nigeria. He worked as a surgeon, and when we met in the UK, we were both working as a warehouse operative. Working as a way as of putting basically. I really want to talk about the details of what we do. And coming to today, having conversation. Now he works as a doctor here in the United Kingdom. I also work as a senior analyst here in the UK. And I think we really talk a lot about where we are and fail to make emphasis on where we used to be. And the reason for that is that, to be honest with you, working as a warehouse operative is not bad. And the way the UK is, it's a leveler. So even though you work as a warehouse operative or you work as a doctor, the margin on your earning is very small. So you can see, your warehouse operative, if you work a whole lot, earning about £2,500 a month, £2,000 a month, and you say a doctor doing the same job earning about 3 grand. The difference is very little. So it's not bad working, in those area warehouse operative, healthcare assistant. The only difference between both, aside from the earning capacity, is that flexibility and that joy and fulfillment in you knowing that you're doing what you want to do. That's just the difference. But in terms of finances, it doesn't make a difference. I've worked in a particular care home before, and one of the guys that were, both cleaning up patients together, when we're done with the shift worked out and I saw him driving a Range Rover. Yes, I know it's a loan, but the fact that he had access to it and he could pay and fund that lifestyle, it shows that he's making enough money too. So the difference is just, if you think you are under employed where you are right now, I think the best thing, or it's time to start trying to build up that skills to get in that job that you've always wanted. The truth is, yes, it is possible. You just need to make sure you get the right information and do the right thing towards achieving that. And I think for those who have been able to get into the kind of job they want and they think they're fulfilled on their role, I think it's really important for us to try and inspire those who are still where we used to be and make it possible, and let them understand that it's possible to get to where they want to be with the right information and of course the right hard work towards getting into that space. So if you have stories like that, please put in the comment section. Trust me, you might be inspiring someone, and not making them feel that. I remember many days while I was working in care or working, as a warehouse operative, I just feel like, what's happening? Why did I leave my banking job back in Nigeria? And yeah, look at where we are today. It's all God's grace and also a function of hard work, to be honest. So yeah, if you have stories like that, please put in the comment section. And if you have any contrary thoughts to what I've said, or probably you think, oh, I haven't said enough, and there are other things people need to put into consideration, please also state in the comment section. And if you're coming across my channel for the first time, do well to hit on the subscribe button to join the amazing Korean family. And my returning subscribers, thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. So this will be the end of this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you.